What's up guys, this is Dale with LackLuster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. And today, I want to talk about the Elite Barbarians. They recently received a massive buff, and because of that, we've been seeing them everywhere. They dominated all but one deck in the Crown Duel Tournament. A lot of you always ask for decks that feature no legendary cards. I wanted to bring this one for you, which I currently use in the legendary arena. So there you go, the deck's up on screen for you guys, and like I said, legendary arena decks are somewhat hard to come by. Usually people in the legendary arena have a deck that they stick to and they upgrade only the cards that are in that deck and they push with it for months and months and months. That's typically what I do as well, and it's one of the reasons why I bring you decks that I only show at tournament standards and classic challenges or grand challenges. But today, this one is definitely worthy of your push from Arena 8 or, from Arena 8 all the way to Arena 10, now with the new Jungle Arena being in the middle there. So the deck has the Furnace, the Mega Minion, the Fireball, the Hog Rider. It is a Hog Cycle deck by, well, it's a little expensive for a Hog Cycle deck, but it's a Hog Cycle deck. We've got the Ice Golem, the Freeze, so it's also kind of a Hog Freeze. And we also have, the Elite Barbarians, of course, the one card that we're trying to feature today, and the Zap spell. So check this out. Board is kind of reset, and nothing's really happening. We're just kind of testing the waters, and that's how most matches usually go in the Legendary Arena. You kind of play small cards to see what your opponent has, and just kind of take it slow, and really just kind of wait to see when the best moment to spring your attack on your enemy is. So I've got my Furnace down, which is essential. It spawns those Fire Spirits. It acts as a defensive structure for this Hog Rider. He waited for his Musketeer to get up there, but the Elite Barbarians came as a surprise, took him out real quick, and also countered that Hog. And now that they're moving forward, I'm going to push with my Hog, and they're going to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A. And look at that. It's like having 3 Hogs at the tower, and they just wreck that thing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. That's a 10 elixir push that defended his Hog push and came back with my Hog and took his tower down to 0 that easily. It's amazing. It's really a lot of fun to play this deck. And I say that about most decks, but this one, it definitely is a lot of fun. You have to try it out. So here we go. At this point, I'm just defending. I know I've got 30 seconds left. We'll Fireball the double Musketeer. We also soak some damage into that Hog Rider, which is amazing. We'll use our Mega Minion to finish the last blow or two on that Hog Rider, and he's put down an Inferno Tower. I don't understand why, with 20 seconds left in the game, why would you waste 5 elixir on a defensive structure when your primary purpose should be to take down my tower? And he's trying every spell he's got, but I'm just gonna freeze him up. The defensive freeze, it's about the only time I really use the card, so I would even kind of consider taking the freeze spell out and placing something else there. Maybe archers or a 3 elixir minion, something, realistically something to stop Graveyard. That might be the only thing that this deck is missing, because the Elite Barbarians do have a somewhat slow attack speed, and because of that, I've tried defending a Graveyard spell with Elite Barbarians, and it is not too great of a counter. So check it out. I'm gonna zap, boom, got those Fire Spirits so that those guys don't die, and it gets them to the tower, and they are, my opponent had almost, it seemed like he had no elixir. I don't know why you would put the Royal Giant there, but it was a good play on his part. I freeze him because the freeze spell takes longer. It freezes the enemy longer than it takes for me to build 3 elixir and get that Mega Minion out. And I know I'm going to be fine taking down this overpowered Royal Giant and Ice Wizard with a 3 elixir Mega Minion. Too easy, right? Way too easy in my opinion. So we're going to place down our Furnace. Now, Furnace is going to last for a long time. If he places a Royal Giant, of course he'll get taken out, but we're gonna fireball this this barbs, which I believe was his attempt to take out my furnace. Not really a push, just to put barbs in front. But we're gonna soak up all those fire spirits with that ice golem, and basically we're gonna try to, you know, just kind of counter him. We know he's got a royal giant, so now we're gonna save our elite barbarians for the royal giant and his hog push. And luckily he's putting them down at the same time, so I'm able to utilize them to take out both win conditions, which is absolutely essential to winning with this deck, is to demolish their win condition and to use the cards that you used as a counter push. So I want to talk about a couple other things too while we're in the middle of this. This one's obviously an easy win. We've almost got the 3 crown, and basically I was at the Crown Duel the other day. I'm still scrubbing footage for it. We are also nearing 1,500 subscribers thanks to you guys, and if you're new to the channel, I am so happy to have you guys here. Leave me some comments because I interact with all of you guys. Every single comment I will respond to, unless it's like some, hey, sub to me and I'll sub to you kind of, you know, sub for sub stuff. I don't really deal with it. So unless you're you know, if you got questions related to the game or to the channel or what I record with, anything like that, post it in the comment section below. We are having a Q&A as soon as I hit 1,500 subscribers, which should be within the next 2 to 3 days, so be prepared for that. I'm still taking questions for the Q&A, and when that drops, I'll also release some of my footage from the Crown Duel Tournament that I was at yesterday, or Saturday. So there we go. Another easy win. We're gonna freeze it up. We got 5 seconds, and it's gonna stay frozen pretty much the rest of the match. And that's it. He had nothing. Got my tower down to 484, but hey, it's a royal giant user. I also want to bring something else up. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday in TV Royale for Legendary Arena. You can probably go check this out now. I think the match will still be there by the time this video releases, but there was a win trade, an obvious win trade on the last day of the season. It was the number 2 guy versus the number 7 guy, both from Nova, and it was just blatantly obvious win trading, and they captured it and put it on TV Royale. Now, Supercell, Clash Royale, you guys have to do something about this. It makes the ladder worthless, and if you want Clash Royale to be a competitive esport, you have to do away with cheating, because that's what it is. It's cheating. We need account bans, something. Give us something so that we as a community don't feel cheated by Nova and by yourself. I know it's hard to do anything about it, but please do something for us. It hurts the community. It makes us all look bad in the eyes of other games. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now let's move on. We're into a new match, and already my hog push with, I believe it was a hog and an ice golem push, took down that tower pretty decently. I think he only got like 1 or 2 swings off, and there was another push before that with my with something else, I got some decent damage as well. And this guy is running an interesting deck. He's got lightning, we've got the musketeer, we've seen the barbarian, so a fairly expensive deck. So I know if I catch him right after his lightning spell, I'll catch him off guard with no elixir or little to or close to no elixir, and I'll be able to just demolish his tower. And look at that, those elite barbarians, I'm telling you, they're fast. Their hit speed might be extremely slow, but they are extremely fast moving troops. It's just they're hard to contend with. Now here's something I learned from Orange Juice. This is kiting. You place an ice golem, it's a tower targeting troop, on the opposite lane of incoming slow troops, and they'll follow it into the other lane, essentially making and if you see what happened is they all gathered up right next to that musketeer, and I fireballed all of them. So that's a 9 elixir group taken out by 4 elixir. That's a great positive elixir trade, and it's why I'm winning matches like this. So there you go, we get a hog rider, a couple hits to the tower, and this time I put down my furnace because it's also going to take them out. I'm also ready with my fireball. He's going to lightning away everything, trying to get those barbarians to the tower and also take out my tower just to tie up the game. But No, it's not gonna happen. The fireball almost takes out my Elite Barbarians, and we basically have the game here. I just gotta get this one Hog Rider. There it is, one shot. He rockets, probably just for the crown, for the chest, and that's it. That's it. It's a really easy deck to master. Give it a shot. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and when you use it, let me know what you get up to with it. And other than that, that's all I got for you. So I'm gonna eat this cupcake because it looks delicious. It's made out of, or it's carrot cake cupcake, and of course, always, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. This is good.